Okay, guys, we are back with round five, the final. I think it's the final round. Not sure if there's another round or not, but anyways, we're into round five now of the Facebook online tournament that John has been putting on. So our opponent is online right there, Dr. Death Metal. So I'm gonna send him a challenge, and we're gonna get started with this game. I didn't check to see what he's playing, so it's gonna be a surprise for me. Been fairly happy with the death deck so far. I don't feel like there's been any game that was just a bad matchup. I think all of them were pretty close games. If I remember right, the Death Burn deck was the only one that was super quick. Didn't go to 3 games. So maybe my deck is a bad matchup against that one. Also, the Destruction deck eked out a win there, but honestly, I think the physical game with sideboards and 5th champion is really going to make that extra level of strategy and what you bring. Sideboards make a huge difference in matchups, so... Okay, not knowing what he's playing, stick with the courtiers on the corners and hungering vampires in the center unless something comes up that makes us want to change. Okay, so he's playing Chaos. So, a couple different Chaos builds that are out there. Iridescent Horror. Wondering if it's if he's playing Bloodthirster, maybe? Bloodthirster's 10, that'd be 14, 15, and then maybe something else. Yeah, still just stick with that game plan, I think, of vampires in the center. I've played a Chaos deck with Iridescent Horror and Bloodthirster. It was an okay deck, but not, I think, up there with some of the other Chaos decks. So... Okay, Runemark Deathbringer. That's a good one, especially an Archaon. Okay. Interesting, he's running Iridescent and not Gaunt Summoner. Maybe he's not going to be Demon Heavy. But usually the Archaon deck that I like to run, I know a lot of people call it Speed Demon. Alright, well, let's go in first. I don't think I want to play any of these. Kind of want to see what his deck does. Plus, it'd be nice to draw into a Frightful Touch to get our Hungering in front of his Wizard that we know will never have a unit, so... Okay, nice to draw into removal. Okay. So... I don't know if it's really worth it to play either of these dudes yet. I'm just going to draw 2 cards. And there's a tactical for us. Frightful Touch really, at this point, yeah, it'll get rid of some cards in his hand, but I don't think I'm going to play it yet. I think what I am going to do, though, is go ahead and Tactical Formation so that I am set up over there and draw a card off of it and see if there's anything better for us to play for the second action. And yeah, don't really want to play any of those right now, so just gonna draw a card. I think after this month is over with, there's only a few more days left of it. I'm gonna switch up to play some different alliance, and with October being next month, I think we're gonna play some orcs. We're gonna make it Orktober, so. And he's gonna do his own tactical formation, so yeah, that's fine. We weren't ready to do Frightful Touch anyways, so just drawing some cards, no big deal. So I'm just gonna draw two more. Finally get a freakish. Set up for that removal corner, and we haven't done crap for questing. So that's the one thing, is just basically been letting him quest, not doing anything else ourselves. So now that we finally have a guy that's gonna help out those courtiers, we'll get him out there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play Soul Feast. Because if he wants to get rid of it, that'd be fine with me. We're not in the position that life gain is gonna be needed, and that's just one less removal for our actual damage spells. And if he doesn't remove it, great. We get rid of that dude that's gonna be doing a total of 6 damage to us, and we're gonna gain 6. So it's a huge swing there. And he seems to be playing very reactively as well. Not sure if his deck is set up for some kind of combo type thing. And there's the removal, and I mean, we took 4 damage off that blessing, not that big of a deal. So it is what it is. I honestly expected him to have it. And yeah, we're definitely gonna devour that Slashing Screamer. And this is where I don't understand why he's not running Gaunt Summoner, because with that Slashing Screamer in the graveyard discard pile, you always have access to it with Gaunt Summoner. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and play the Fearsome to make this dude dormant for a couple turns. And then I think we'll go ahead and remove his Slashing Screamer. He's got another Slashing Screamer. But he didn't play it in any. I mean, he put it in front of Archaon because he wants to get that removal. So I want to make sure I don't play any units there to, basically play into his removal. So with that said, I think I'm just going to draw some cards here. Because if he doesn't remove the Freakish, he's going to complete the 3rd corner. We're set up then to reveal that blessing. Tactical formation so that he can go ahead and get the removal now. Yep. Really wasn't anything we could have done about that. So, not a big deal though. Because what I think we go ahead and do here is Curse Strike. Not rotated at all. And play our Mordant. See what the blessing is, so... What is the best one? Because, I mean, he's going to get rid of it, so I think just playing the Fearsome there. Supernatural Horror. That is a good one to get here, because now our dude is going to survive, and we've got 3 turns knowing that he can't, get any damage from units. So we can start to take a little bit control of this game here. Although he will probably draw some cards, so he's got, a handful of cards, plenty of options, so... This will at least allow us to start getting some other quests going. Yep, got the removal. That's fine. Especially the feasting at this point. With how much I draw in this deck, feasting... I love it when people get rid of it. I mean, yes, it's a good one to get rid of, but honestly, I would have gotten rid of the freakish Crypt Horror there because of how many sides of the quests that it will complete. The feasting, it did its quest already. Now I'm on the removal side for hungering, so wasn't too hurt by him doing that. Let's see, so what I want to do though, I'm going to go ahead and play Frightful Touch. He's probably got units to play, which is fine. They'll just go dormant anyways. Yeah. That way we can, I mean, we need to keep getting this damage out. Got to start racing him now, I think. So, with that being said, I'm going to also throw out Fearsome here. Because then when Supernatural goes away, we can still keep Bloodletter locked down and dormant. Okay. Okay, so he is at 14. Can take 3 damage next turn. 6 damage total. We're gonna do 4 back to him. Just gonna draw 2 cards here. Jason Slaughter's really good. Although if he doesn't remove anything here, it's not as good. There it is. Okay, so next turn, 7 damage coming at us. Got him down to 12. Used all of his blood hunts. So I think I'll play... I don't really want to take the 3 though, so maybe what I do is play the Frenzied in this corner and devour the Capricious. Yeah, let's try that. Because yes, Bloodletter is going to get its damage, but again, Frenzied's there basically to get extra action. So, I guess we'll bring back Fearsome. And unless he's running some of the wizard abilities, I don't think he's going to be able to remove his Bloodletter. I think we're going to get the extra action from Frenzied, which is going to be very helpful, I think, in us drawing extra cards. I plan on playing Ravenous on the Courtier. That's going to have a guy leave, revealing that blessing. Okay, so what did he just reveal? Ooh, he's going to increase all damage in all of his lanes by that much. That's a good... Unrivaled Battle Lust is amazing. Okay. So, racing him is going to be difficult. He's got plenty of damage. Because he's going to be doing 4 damage through this guy. And then he's going to be doing 7 damage. No, 6. That's 10. And then he can use the blade. So, I think we'll well, first let's do the Ravenous. Reveal our blessing. See what it is. Okay, Carrion Feast. And then, I think at this point, Terrify is something we need to play. Lock those 2 units down. We're only taking the 4 then. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 16 damage in hand on board. I think I'm just going to draw a card here. Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, Runeblade with, yep, he's got it. Yep. It was a close one. That was close. I mean, those blessings, that's what will do it. Blessings will win games, guys. So, moving on to game 2. Here we are, ready for game 2. Gonna accept the match. Lost the first one. He was able to get those blessings out and did a ton of damage there at the end. Even if we would have gained some life, I don't think we would have been able to avoid as much damage as he was going to pump out with Unrivaled Battle Lust and the Rune Blade. So, I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive with the blessings. Sometimes it's not easy to do, but I know that he's going to place his wizard wherever our other courtier is. So we're not going to give him the choice right away. Let's see if he actually holds off on it and places it last. Which I don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, he knows he's going to go over into the corner with it, most likely, so. But knowing that, I'm going to put the Hungering there in that corner. Actually, because Archaon really likes to remove things. So, and Frightful Touch didn't come into play much at all other than doing damage, so I don't think I'm going to be too concerned about trying to position for the getting rid of the 2 cards. Good luck. Okay, not an amazing opening start because we'll most likely be drawing some cards. Yep, just like him. I mean, he didn't have anything he wanted to play. I don't like having no units in the opening hand. That's a good opener. We'll play both of those cards most likely next turn. Not gonna play Devour yet, just because I wanted to get the feasting out there and get that courtier's corners going. I said I want to try and be a little bit more aggressive with the questing. Nope, that's fine. Use that one. That's good. It's in our graveyard now, so when we do Devour, we're going to get it right back into our deck. So, I think that's what we'll go ahead and do here. And just going to draw a card now. Yep, and that guy's basically going to do 4 damage to us. I don't want to kill him for him to be able to go and find like a Bloodletter or Slashing Screamers, so that guy basically just gets left. Draw 2 cards. Okay, it's like the deck thinks it wants to play the burn deck. That's all I'm drawing is abilities. With no unit in hand, that's a bummer because I would so discard something and pop his feast, or his blessing. But with, I mean, I could start playing these abilities, racing him for damage. But I kind of want to just draw 2 cards this turn and then start playing things out. Yeah, because that worked out okay. Yeah. He's gonna get his demon that he wanted, which is fine, which is why I didn't want to remove it myself. Gains 5 life. It's pretty good. Chaos is actually pretty good about gaining life. So I think what I'm gonna do, kind of want to bait out more removal with the Soul Feast. Because that only removes a unit, forcing him to use the Blood Hunt on something else again. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'm gonna play Freakish on this guy. He is set up for his blessing to... And of course, tactical formation. So annoying. Oh, I hate that. And he gets to remove her, dude. That is such a good play. Tactical formation is an amazing card, guys. I don't see why you wouldn't run it in your deck unless you have some other, like, a really good reason not to run it. As you see, you can go hunting, be able to remove things. So I think, because Soul Feast was worthless for us, it was just... And that's where I'm not liking Soul Feast as much anymore, which is why I dropped it down to 1. Probably going to pull this one out too. It is honestly really easy to dodge removal. You have that turn. Sometimes, yes, you can set it up so that you're getting the 6 life, but I think... I think what I'm going to do here, though, is discard the tactical formation and play the feasting so we can get that spell, or that blessing. So... Okay, hits 2 cards out of his hands with 4 damage. That was a very subpar one at this point in the game. He's got so many cards in hand that, big deal, he'll just draw them later. So that didn't hurt him one bit. And then he's also set up to reveal his blessing next turn. Or 2 turns, actually. So... Yep, tactical formation again. Jump over, kill my dude. Yep. Good plays. I mean, nothing we can do about that. And like I said, though, I'm glad it's the feastings that are going and he's not getting rid of our damage dudes, but, you know, it's all still damage, so... Alright, fine. Frightful Touch. Let's see, this guy is 2. So, yep, we're gonna Frightful Strike as well. We got 9 damage in hand. Plus the 4 there. So gonna have to draw some cards, I think, next turn. Oh man, he's just hitting everything that he absolutely needs at the right time. Wow, that sucks. Not much we can do when stuff like that happens. Like I said, guys, though, the blessings will win games. Just straight up, that's how powerful these blessings are. Obviously, there are some that are better at certain points in the game, but That definitely set him up in a very, very good position here. He's going to be able to get another demon unit out to do some more damage. We don't have anything to put in front of, so we're taking 7 damage from this dude total. So I think I'm going to hit him with a Frightful Strike. Or no, I'm just going to draw some cards. We need to get some units. It's not looking good. This chaos is pretty darn good. Able to just constantly put out damage. Tactical formation with those slashing screamers is really solid. Summon Demon Solid so he can get dudes on his iridescent. It's almost like he's got, 4 wizards out there and still able to play spells. I mean, 4 warriors, 2 wizards. So, gonna take 6 damage next turn. And playing this in front of Capricious does nothing. Putting it in front of Slashing is just silly. So he's definitely got us hurting. I think he's got this game pretty well in hand. And knowing what we have, and the fact that he's got, 5 cards, 6 cards in hand, it doesn't look good. So without, getting our units, we don't have consistent form of damage. As we're running 15 units, it's a little low. Definitely, I'm going to be looking at this deck a little bit after this tournament's done, because I do enjoy this deck. Definitely going to make some tweaks to it, though, because I think I'm going to drop that Soul Feast and fit in Arcane Bolt. Might even drop the 1 Terrify that's in here and play a second Arcane Bolt so that there's, some more damage. Because, yeah, at this point, this deck can't race any other deck with damage. It's not going to gain enough life when a lot of the bad matchups, the Mordant Burn, or, yeah, the Ghoul King Burn, it just does so much damage that the life gain that this deck does get doesn't really matter to it. And as you can see with us, he was keeping us off of getting our quests going, so we're not getting the blessings that we could potentially turn around games for us. So we're taking 3, 6, 7, 8. That's game. I'm not gonna draw this out anymore. I'm gonna tell him good game, and I'm gonna just draw some cards because we're just in a losing position here, guys. So no point in dragging it out even more. All right, Dr. Death Metal. That was game 2. Beat me 2 games in a row, so thanks for playing. Awesome games. You played very well. It was really annoying, but that's what that deck does, and I can't deny good plays. You made some very good plays, so thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, guys.